Hey all, my name is Mandy and I'm an independent designer with Chalk Couture. I will be showing you how you can create your own fabulous Halloween shirt using our reusable transfers. So I slid a piece of cardboard inside the shirt just to protect it from any bleeding of the ink, Chalk Couture ink, and I taped off the arms just so I could ink the entire inside of the gray part of the baseball tee. So I'm going to line up our reusable transfer, and then my daughter wanted to put the Happy Halloween pumpkin right in the middle of that. So I'm going to tape off that area so I don't get any ink where I'm going to put the pumpkin. So I just used painter's tape and I'm cleaning up all the edges so that pumpkin fits perfectly right there. I'm going to use our black Chalk Couture ink. And you just take that ink and you spread it across that silkscreen transfer, filling in all that silkscreen area. As you can see, I'm going right over that tape, but it's going to protect any ink from getting through where I don't want it. And you just continue to spread that ink across that silkscreen, covering the entire shirt. Now our inks are used on shirts or fabrics and ceramics because our Chalk Couture inks can be heat set, so they're permanent. So with the inks, you'll want to use them on shirts and towels. You can make pillows, and then you can do coffee mugs and wine glasses. So anything that you can heat set with either an iron or in your oven, you can use the inks on. Otherwise, I would recommend using our Chalk Couture paste on any other potential surface that you'll be using. So we've got all the inks spread out across that transfer. We're going to remove our tape. And because I don't want that perfect edge, I'm just going to come in here and we're going to add some extra ink, kind of rough up those edges a bit. Get rid of those sharp corners so it looks a little distressed. Maybe a little more creepy if you want to go that direction. We're going to scrape off our extra and we're going to peel that transfer off. So cute. I love how this turned out. Now we have a little bit of spot on the bottom here, so we're going to dry our paste, we're going to dry our ink first, and then we're going to line that transfer back up. Now it takes a little adjusting because with fabric it shifts and moves and kind of stretches as you lay the transfer down, so we're just going to get that lined up and smoothed out, and then we're going to add ink all the way down to the bottom of that shirt just to finish off that pattern. Again, you just take the ink, you spread it across that silk screen, filling in all the areas, scraping off any extra until you have it all covered up. And voila, our edges are finished. So now we want to come in with our heat gun, and you can also use just a hair dryer, and we want to make sure that our ink is really good and dry before we lay the transfer over it and before we heat set. So we've lined up our Happy Halloween pumpkin, which now fits perfect in that area, and we're going to come in with our bright kiwi ink. And we're going to again fill in that silk screen. Now we want to be careful because we're not using the border of this transfer, so we want to be careful that we just get the pumpkin. But again, same process, you're going to spread that paste out across that silk screen, filling in that entire pumpkin. And then we peel that off. How awesome is that? I love it. Think I need to make one for myself. So again, we're going to take the heat gun and we're going to dry it. And now we're going to take our parchment paper and we're going to lay that over our image once the ink is all dry. We're also going to take a sheet of parchment paper and lay it inside of the shirt. To heat set your cotton fabrics, you'll set your iron to a medium setting or your heat press to 350 degrees. With a regular iron, you'll iron for 4 minutes on the front, flip it over and iron for another 4 minutes. With a heat press, you'll iron for 30 seconds, flip it over, and do another 30 seconds. This shirt turned out so cute. If you want to see more, check out my online store.